Welcome to Mastercard Charges into Audio Branding, a case study. I'm Dr. David Allan from St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So the justification for this case study is that audio is hot. Again, right? Audio branding is not new. Audio logos are not new. What is new is this new appreciation of sound, and not surprisingly, it's riding the wave of smart speakers. So the background on audio branding, just to get us up to speed, Philip Kotler in '73, the father of atmospherics, said that today's atmospherics must be designed for devices as well as spaces. Houses are becoming more voice activated than ever, turning on lights and sound. You know that. We are telling Alexa and Google daily to not only play our favorite music and podcast, but to buy our groceries and clothes. And by the end of 2021, 23.5 million people are estimated to have made a purchase using a smart speaker. Voice shopping is expected to jump to 40 billion in 2022. So fast forward to Mastercard. So Mastercard, obviously a global technology company in the payments industry. Their mission to connect, empower, an inclusive digital economy that benefits everyone, everywhere, by making transactions safe, simple, smart, and accessible. And using secure data and networks, and partnerships and passion. Can you tell this is on their website? Their innovations and solutions help individuals, financial institutions, governments, and businesses realize their greatest potential. And their decency quotient, or DQ, drives their culture and everything they do inside and outside the company. And they now have connections in over 210 countries and territories, and building a sustainable world that unlocks the priceless possibilities for all. Love the Priceless campaign. Okay, so the CMO, Raja, I had the pleasure of talking to for a book that's coming out shortly on Business Experts Press called Supersonic Logos, and also for this case study. So he's amazing. Accomplished global marketing executive, more than 25 years experience. The last 6, he's been the CMO and CCO, Communications and Marketing for Mastercard, and the president of their healthcare business. It's crazy. He's busy. He's consistently recognized globally as a highly innovative and transformational leader. At Mastercard, he's responsible for successfully leading Mastercard marketing transformation, including the integration of their marketing communication functions, the development of priceless experiential platforms, and the creation and deployment of cutting-edge marketing-led business models that is the core of the company. He's also overseen the successful evolution of their identity into the digital age, and they're fast becoming the symbol of brand. Pioneer Mastercard's move to become a symbol brand and launching its breakthrough sonic branding platforms, which is what we're here to talk about today. Some timeline for them. In 2016, they had introduced the new logo. 2019, removed the name. At the time, the integration of sound into the logo, Raja said, sound adds a powerful new dimension to their brand identity and critical component to how people recognize Mastercard today and into the future. They set out an ambitious goal to produce the Mastercard melody in a way that's distinctive and authentic, yet adaptable globally across genres. He said it's important that the Sonic brand not only reinforce their presence, but also resonated seamlessly around the world, right? And he got a lot of partners involved, music partners. Mike from Linkin Park, first off, not surprisingly, he loved it. He said that what I love most about the Mastercard melody is it's flexible and adaptable across genres and cultures. And the founder of Gimlet, who you might know from podcasting company, audio makes people feel things, and that's what makes it powerful medium for brands. Right? So everybody's all in. And here's some video, some background into Mastercard's Sonic branding campaign.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in. This is Raina Kamath from Mastercard with a news update. Today, Mastercard debuts our Sonic brand. That's right, Sonic brand. It's the sound equivalent of our iconic red and yellow circles. From the music you'll hear in our commercials to the acceptance sound while shopping, our unique melody will reinforce our brand every time a consumer interacts with Mastercard. I'll spin the sound for you in a moment, but first, why Sonic? And why now? From connected cars to voice shopping, the modern way we live, shop, and pay continues to change and impact how we engage with the world around us, including the role of brands. Sound adds a new dimension to our brand identity. It is a powerful way to connect with people and a critical component to how people recognize Mastercard today and in the future. Let's take a listen. What you just heard was the sound of Mastercard. That core melody acts as the foundation for our entire Sonic brand architecture. It will be adapted globally in many different versions to ensure local relevancy, and we'll extend it across many styles and assets. From musical scores, sound logos, and ringtones, to hold music and point-of-sale acceptance sounds. Want to hear more? Visit newsroom.mastercard.com.
So what's the relationship between audio and print logos? Well, Raja said when we looked at our logo, we have two colors, red and yellow, two circles obviously that are overlapping. Red, we say, is the color of passion, and yellow is the color of optimism, right? And we tried, Raja speaking, we try to bring those together, the passion, the optimism, into the depictions of the brand, right? So, for example, in a partnership that was created called The Taste of Mastercard, there was the taste of passion and taste of optimism. So it's fully integrated into this, and now I guess it's a taste of sound, right? So the campaign is there, it's out, it's available. It could be researched as part of this case study, which I'll explain in a minute. And then, case studies always have a so what now kind of question. So the so what now for Raja is that he must decide on what's the next move. More artist involvement. They've just announced a few. He could bring in more artists and more causes. He's brought in Jennifer Hudson, and she's doing a campaign now that features Black women business owners from across the U.S. So he can bring in more sound, he can bring in more artists, he can bring in both as spokespeople. But as part of the case study, it should be asked, obviously, the students, what do you recommend that Raja would do now? All right. So speaking of that, in the teaching note of this case, the learning objectives are, first of all, to understand audio and sonic branding strategy and execution, right? And then to use Mastercard as a way to analyze what is good strategy, branding, and execution, right? A suggested teaching plan, I think this would work really well in the branding chapters of either Principles of Marketing or Consumer Behavior, or a course such as that. I teach music marketing. It can be used in there. And at least in the Principles and CB course, branding is a big chapter, and types of brands and all that kind of stuff. And this is a cool way to extend that into music, right? Students can define and explain it, and then discuss Mastercard generally and then specifically, right? Some possible discussion questions in addition to the what next. What is audio and sonic branding? How can audio and sonic branding be used? How did Mastercard use it? What do you think of how they used it and their strategy? And then, of course, what's next for Mastercard, which I've already discussed. And that's it. Thanks for listening.